His music is country to the core, and his soulful delivery with a vintage feel puts you in the story with every song he sings and writes. I'm talking about Thomas Fountain next on the Chris Top Program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
I am the Dorkinator. I was sent from the future to make the world a safer place for all of the dorks. My primary objective is to dorkinate anyone who gets into my way. If you are not a dork, I will pummel your head between my mighty dorky thighs until you're dorkinated. I will smash you in the dorkhood like the little puny sissy baby you are. The future will be better for all dorks of the world. Now I have to get to the jobber.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web, was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a party book and MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top Program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing, world?
Sup?
Craig just said, great interview as usual, buddy. Thanks.
Aww.
How about that? Me and Craig are pretty tight-knit these days.
Yeah.
We are. I feel like we've got the best chance at going to a cool party with Craig.
Yeah, I think he would hook us up.
Yeah, he might. He may regret it.
Yeah.
You know.
Because we'll just be there standing awkwardly. Being like,
yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Once
cool.
we get there, I might lay my cards on the table and walk out. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, get a you, get shifted you.
Yeah, that's how I network, usually. Have you had fun today?
Yeah, I really have.
Good. This is it. This is the last show. Mm-hmm. I know. I should have scheduled like 6 more.
No, I don't know about 6 more.
Why not?
But it's sad that this is the last one.
It is sad. This is a good one, though. Thomas Fountain's good.
Oh, yeah.
He's really good. And he's one of those good-looking guys, too.
So he's good, he's talented, and he's
he's got it all.
good looking.
He's got it all. He does. He's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good-looking or talented, so...
Hey, you are both.
What?
You're good looking and talented.
I just talk a lot.
Well, that takes talent.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people that talk a lot, and I'm like, would you just please shut up?
Yeah, but I like hearing you talk.
Okay. Well, that's good. Was it not the most fun? I really enjoyed going to the photo shoot.
Me too.
And I think one of the reasons I really enjoyed it...
Because you didn't get to do anything.
I didn't have to do anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy doing the events and doing broadcasts and stuff like that. But it was just nice to go to one and not have to do anything, just take some pictures and talk.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was cool. And it sounds like what I do anyway, but I didn't mean it like that. I mean, just hang out with people.
Yeah,
and
it was cool to just be like, yeah. I really liked that little mini concert at the end. Like we were in this cool basement room. I thought it was very hauntingly beautiful.
How special do you feel when we get to do stuff like that, and then people just play for us like that?
I feel giddy and excited. I'm here right now experiencing this. This is freaking bows.
I know, it's fun. It's so much fun. And we're getting a lot of Twitter feedback right now and a lot of of good positive stuff. So I appreciate you guys listening. I really, really do. And I know I talk about not taking you for granted, and the reason I mention that on every show is because it's true. And I want you to understand how important each and every one of you are that listen, and it could be live on the ChrisTopProgram.com, or it could be maybe you're listening on iHeartRadio or Stitcher or someplace like that later to an archive show. Either way, it's great, and I do appreciate you doing it. But if you ever want to join the Voices in Our Head, make sure you listen while we're doing a live show on the christopprogram.com, and you can leave questions and comments and stuff like that. And if you catch us on iHeart or Stitcher or Spreaker or some other place later, you can always tweet with us, and then we'll make sure we mention that on the next show, whenever that may be. We need a schedule, I guess, but I'm not good with schedules.
We're not. We're just kind of like, here, shows.
Yeah, but I think we're good, though. I mean, we plan it way ahead, and then we promote it, and I think it's good. I think it's good like that.
It's kind of a schedule.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But the good thing is people can listen to it anytime. So it's not that important that they listen live. I just kind of like it. I think it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. But anyway, we've got Thomas Fountain coming up next on the Chris Top program. If you're listening live, join the chat, ask some questions, leave some comments. Do you love Thomas? Do you hate us? Just whatever. Just leave the questions and comments. It'll be fun.
Dude.
What?
Dude. We have 243 mutual friends on Facebook.
You and Thomas?
I don't even know. That's just how many Facebook friends we have in common.
Oh, me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a few.
Indeed.
Well, I don't know. If you break it down, it's not because, we
have like 50 billion.
Okay, I feel like a Facebook tramp because I have like over 1,000 friends on Facebook.
And I don't know half of the friends.
Yeah, I don't know. But I wish them all happy birthday.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't even do that.
That's important.
When I think of Magnolia Emporium, I think of Randy. I mean, we could talk about how wonderful he is at what he does, but the one thing that sets this design firm apart from any other one is the simple fact that Randy's just a good guy. Honesty, integrity, and a big heart. Isn't that what you're really looking for? Give Randy a call. 704-248-6808. Magnolia Emporium. We want your space to reflect your success. Well, all of our lives, it's like a good book. You turn a few pages, then you open up the next chapter. A success story. Do you have what it takes? Have you already made it? What's your definition of success? The music industry is brutal. Los Angeles, New York City, Nashville, Tennessee. Are you just another face in the crowd? Everybody knows it's not about how much talent you have. It's about who you know and how big your hooters are.
I just want to know if the dude's willing to flip burgers for 3 years while he makes minimum wage. Sometimes that's what it takes to be a star.
Why are people going to want to turn on the radio and hear your music?
Oh, so you think your song's good. Well, what makes it good? It's going to have to be great if you're going to make it in Nashville.
If Chris and I don't agree, they're not on the show.
What makes you special? What makes you unique?
Let me ask you this. Once your hard work pays off and you reach those dreams, are you willing to give anything back?
The Chris Top program starting a new chapter.
Are people going to want to read your book, or is it going to end up collecting dust in the discount section at Goodwill?
We want the best on this show, and that's what you're going to have to give it. Otherwise, it's time to go home.
The Chris Top program, this is where people come when they want to have a voice.
No, they are sadly mistaken if they think we just let anybody on this show.
Look, all we do is broadcast. You provide the hope. You provide the inspiration. You're the next great songwriter. You're the next great entertainer. This is where your song takes its first step.
The Chris Top program, working on being awesome worldwide.
Let's just face it, we're all a work in progress.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. Oh, that's so loud and excruciating. Are you even hungry right now? Are you hungry?
I'm kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of, but not like... I was starving before. Mm-hmm. I mean, those chips and that sandwich kind of did it for me. Yeah, it really did. But I think I can probably handle dinner.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I just want to spend time with you.
Yeah. Hey, Thomas, can you cook?
Yes, a little bit, actually.
So what's your specialty?
Probably fish.
Oh, like are we talking grilled or deep fried?
Both. I mean, we're in the South, so
right.
Everything's fried.
Now, are we talking like catfish or what? Like, what do you like to work with?
I'm a big trout fisherman.
Yeah.
So I like to put some trout on the grill and go that way.
Ooh, I love some good grilled fish. Now, do you wrap it up in like aluminum foil before you put it on the grill, or do you just throw it on there?
You need to put it in some aluminum foil. I mean, you have a lot of times where it will stick to the grill if you don't take care of it that way.
Yeah, you didn't know this was a cooking show, right? I mean, they told you at Smoke Show this was a cooking show, right?
I'm just like, all this talk is going over my head. It's kind of like you when I talk about stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to go.
Well, I don't want to just start out and be like, well, how did you get into the music business? Because everybody asks that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather want to know if you cook or not and, like stuff like that. Now, are you like a legitimate cowboy or is that an act?
Am I a cowboy? I don't know that I'm a cowboy at all.
Yeah. So how would you define yourself?
I would just say I'm just a good old laid back Southern boy.
A Southern boy. See, that's good. Now where are you from?
I'm from Jasper, Georgia.
Jasper, and you were born in Georgia. Are you still in Georgia?
I'm still in Georgia.
Okay.
I currently live about 30, 45 minutes from where I grew up.
Oh, see, that's me. I was born and raised in the same town. Clarksville, Tennessee. I love it here, and it's close enough to Nashville, but I'm not in Nashville because that would stress me out too much, I think.
Yeah. I'd have to be on the outskirts somewhere like that.
Yeah. Now, are you going to stay in Georgia, or are there any plans on you moving somewhere close to Nashville anytime?
I'm not too far. It's actually about a 3-hour drive.
That's not bad.
It's not too bad, so I don't have to. I'll make the move if if duty calls and I have to.
Sure.
But now things are kind of working out pretty well where I can drive up and drive back and, not spend an entire weekend. I could actually take a trip up there and drive back
the
next day if I needed to.
Yeah, you could just drive out there for a gig and then come back. I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm sure you'll be exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it before, but.
Right. Now, I saw a video. You were waiting for one of your songs to come on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I saw, and who was that with you that was filming? You were sitting in the front seat of your car, and you were watching the radio, and you were waiting for one of your songs to play.
Oh, that was my girlfriend with me.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. So how long have you been dating your girlfriend?
I didn't even know. I was trying to think of the videos when we were waiting on a song.
Yeah, it was like the longest video, and you were kept waiting for your song to come on.
We went live.
I was like, please play a song. Please play it.
We did the new live feature on Facebook, which I think is hilarious.
It's fun. It's really. I caught the replay, so I got to fast forward a little bit and go back and stuff. But so how long have you guys been together?
We've been together probably 3 or 4 months.
So is she putting up with you okay in your lifestyle and everything?
She's doing great so far.
Yeah. Well, that's good because it takes a special person, I think, to date somebody that does what you do.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah,
it really absolutely does. You have to be very, very supportive. Mm-hmm. It's long hours and random hours and random calls and just craziness that goes on all the time.
Random radio interviews.
Yeah, random radio interviews.
Crap like that.
Trout on the grill. And,
does she understands though? I mean, she supports you 100%, or is she ever like, look, Thomas, I just wanted to go to the movies tonight. That's all I wanted to do, and now you got to do this. I mean, does it ever get like that?
It actually, knock on wood, it has not happened yet. So,
okay,
she helps out a lot in different avenues with the music, with the social media stuff, and some merchandise stuff. So,
well, that's good. And does she understand? And maybe I'm speaking, I guess, out of line on this, but is music your first love, or does she understand that that's okay, or do you put music in the back seat for the right person?
Well, I think for the right person, everything has to take a back seat, honestly. Because, one day, depending on how long this music thing is going to last, it's eventually going to end one day, probably. And are you going to have anybody there or not? So I think that having someone like that should be your number one priority in life. Follow closely by something that you really enjoy.
Sure.
Whatever your job is. Mine happened to be music. So
well, and I think you're doing the right thing too, because you're obviously super talented, and I've become just a giant fan just listening to your stuff already, and I can't wait to hear more for sure. And it looks like Tammy Newman can't wait to see you in Knoxville. So she's in the chat. She says she wants to know when you're coming to Knoxville.
Oh, hey Tammy. Thanks, by the way, for all the compliments. I should have said that first.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I don't think that I've ever played in Knoxville, actually.
Well, talk to Julie and work it out, right?
First time for everything, right?
There is a first time. Been through there. I've actually only maybe been to Knoxville once. I've been up around the East Tennessee area quite a bit, but never passed through Knoxville because I'm a Georgia Bulldog, so we don't go through Knoxville.
Right. Now, okay, between you and me, okay, just there's the bro code, so I won't tell anybody. But as far as like Julianne goes, is she really tough to work for at Smoke Show, or are they a pretty good group of people?
They're a pretty good group of people. You just gotta, put up with people's personalities all the time. And that
goes both ways. That goes both ways.
When you work with somebody that closely every day, you're gonna get their bad days, you're going to get their good days, you're going to get when something maybe has happened at home with kids and wives and husbands.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of learned to take that all in stride and just
have to. I mean, when you do stuff that, you're more of a family, I think, than coworkers.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much know everything about everybody. So,
yeah. And Julie told you not to answer me.
Oh, did she? Sorry, Jules.
Tammy says there's great trout fishing up in Knoxville, so that might be another good reason you could get some trout fishing in while you're there.
Yeah,
I could absolutely do that.
Yeah, use that as an excuse.
What is a rainbow trout?
It's a trout. It's a fish.
I hear, oh Lord. I don't know.
Who is this I'm speaking with, by the way? We haven't been formally introduced.
I'm Chris Top, and this is Allie Top.
Yes, I'm Allie Top. I'm the co-host.
Allie.
Yes.
Hey, Allie.
So let's make this a fishing show.
Okay. Well, we'll be here all night if it's a fishing show.
Okay, so rainbow trout.
Okay.
All right, what is it?
What the heck is it?
It's a trout. It's a type of trout.
Is it rainbow colored?
That's what I told you.
It actually is rainbow colored, yes.
Wait, how did I zone out past you saying that it was rainbow? What's even happening right now?
Is it a gay fish?
It's a gay fish.
Right. I mean, rainbow trout.
Is it really rainbow?
Well, I don't know. I don't
do
trout
really
fishing.
Really a rainbow color. It's actually a very pretty fish.
Right. So it's a very pretty. Now, do you throw the fish back?
Most of the time, yes. I do some catch and release, but during the summer, if we're going to grill out or something, I might go up and catch some to keep and eat.
Gotcha.
If I'm having friends over or something.
Yeah, so you could get one of those really cool shows on TV where you could sing country music and do like the whole fishing thing, outdoorsman kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I'd be all over that.
Now, do you write all your songs, or do you co-write, or how does that work out?
To this point, I just recorded a song about 2 months ago. It was the first song I've ever recorded that I didn't write at all. But beyond that, I write all of them, mostly, and I mean, some of them will be co-writes, but yeah, I've had my hand in every song that I've recorded so far.
Cool.
Except for that one.
Now, if you had to choose between writing and actually performing, if you had to choose, which one would you pick?
That's a tough one. If we're talking longevity, I would say writing. Performing is super, super fun, but it's kind of an in the moment thing, and then the adrenaline wears off, and there's the thing about traveling all the time that starts to wear on you, and
sure,
getting a show together, and there's not really as much stress in writing, but I think for a writer you would get just as much pleasure out of that as performing. I mean, I do. Anyway,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So. And yeah, I mean that's because it is a hard decision. I think I know a lot of performers say that right now at this point in my life I want to get out there and perform, but then maybe later on just writing.
Yeah.
But I mean, but so many artists still keep performing for their whole lives. Yeah, and there's like Steven Tyler's just now starting his country music career after Aerosmith, and I think that's cool.
Right.
I think that's really cool. Now I want to start out with, and I didn't put these in any particular order. Usually I put them in order from my favorite to from my least favorite to my favorite. But I like them all, and whether. And you wrote all these songs that you sent me. I've got "Woman Like You," "Float," and "Sometimes God Whispers."
"Sometimes God Whispers" I didn't write.
Okay.
That's the one we just recorded.
Gotcha.
And it has actually, the fans have never heard that song. So that's a brand new one. That's the one that's going to be on the new EP in the spring. Mm-hmm. So no one's got a chance to hear that. They've heard just a clip of it on my website.
Oh, so is this really like the first time?
This will be the first time.
Oh, I feel like super important now.
Yeah.
We'll save that one for last then.
Wait, what? I was getting all like excited.
Well, I was going to play it first, but then I figured, well, we'll just play it last now because nobody's heard it yet. We've got to build up the
I feel like we trolled
anticipation.
Our whole audience.
No, we're going to play it. We've got like 20 minutes left, so we're going to play it.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So, "Woman Like You," where did this song come from?
It was one of those songs where I really didn't have. I don't remember if there was any inspiration at all that came from it. It's not really a personal experience. Mm-hmm. Bits and pieces of it. I don't know how other songwriters are, but when I write a song, a lot of times I'll take some personal things that have happened to me, good or bad, put it in the song, and then other parts of the song may be just from other people that I know, other people's experiences, or it just may be something that I just came up with out of the blue.
Yeah, sure.
And that was kind of one of these songs. Some of it's kind of true. Some of it's just, seemed to fit the song. Mm-hmm. At the end when it talks about, that his wife is the mother of their 3 kids and all this. Obviously, that's not me because I don't have any kids. Mm-hmm. So I just thought it was just a sweet way to put something like that into the song.
Yeah, absolutely. And as long as it relates to you in some way, I guess when you sing it, you can pull it off. And you definitely do, for sure. And I don't care who you are as far as a songwriter. Even if the song is true, there's some things in there that you have to...
You got to stretch it out a little.
Right. It's like a fishing story.
Right.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
The snow was all the way up to the roof.
Right.
And a lot of times you don't want songs to be too personal. Mm-hmm. I've learned that the hard way with songwriting. Sometimes they're really good because people can, they can feel what you're feeling. Mm-hmm. And then if you try to get, too narrowed down, people really can't relate and they really don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, if it's just specific to you. And plus, even when you just tell a little bit, you still got to have balls, man, to write this stuff and perform it because you're basically letting people in on your personal life and telling them who you are. And it takes some guts to do that.
Yeah, I feel like the genre of performing is a very vulnerable vulnerable thing.
When you write your own songs, you get up there on stage and perform them, it's like your psychiatrist is like thousands of people that are listening.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I'm playing a songwriter showcase next week, and I'm going to bring out some new songs, some really probably the most personal songs I've ever written. And I'm already like, oh my goodness, how is this going to go?
Right.
It's such a scary time now because everybody's got a phone, so somebody I know at the show is going to have this recorded. So once it's out, it's out.
Exactly. Where are you going to be singing at?
It's a place called the Crimson Moon in Dahlonega, Georgia.
Okay. Is there anything coming up in Nashville anytime soon?
I don't think so. I'll be up there just doing some business here and there, but as far as like shows, I don't think so. We have a little bit of downtime right now. I'm doing some acoustic stuff around home. Mm-hmm. Like next week is just like I said, a songwriter showcase, so it's a listening room.
Right.
Which I love those type of shows.
I do too. That's one of my favorite things to go to.
Yeah, I don't get to play them as much as I would like to, but I'm there probably once every 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. And then we'll really gear back up around the springtime, the full band stuff. Got a lot of good shows coming this spring and summer.
Dude, so when you come and see us at the CMA Fest, are you going to play a couple of songs live for us while you're there?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, I can't wait. Because I feel like we're already tight,
Oh, we are tight.
Yeah,
I feel
so
it. We started off by talking about fishing, so it's all uphill after that.
So we're good. At first, like before I got you on, I had a little bit of a man crush on you.
Chris.
But now I think it's more of like we're tight, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So this is Woman Like You. Thomas Fountain.
We need a secret handshake.
We do. We'll come up with that on the Chris Top program.
at you. You're staring in the mirror, doing what you do. I didn't know someone could be so slow. It's a Friday night. I'm hungry and I'm ready to go. Just when I thought I might get mad, I started looking at everything I had. You're a kitchen queen, my own Sarah Lee. If you only knew what that apron does to me. Yeah, I wait all night if you wanna know the truth. 'Cause I waited the whole life on a woman just like you. So take your time on your perfect hair. Get your makeup just right, baby, I don't care. So go ahead and change just one more time. I can lay right here knowing you're all mine. A kitchen queen, my own Sarah Lee. If you only knew what that apron does to me. Yeah, I wait all night if you wanna know the truth. 'Cause I waited the whole life on a woman just like you. I leave it alone and just let it be. 'Cause you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. A mother of three, still rocking them blue jeans. You gave me the prettiest babies I've ever seen. Without you, mama, I don't know what I'd do. 'Cause I waited the whole life on a woman. I've waited my whole life on a woman just like you, just like you. Yeah, I'll wait till you're through, just like you.
Man, that is just good stuff. I can listen to that all the time. I mean, I've got so many new songs from all the shows today on my playlist.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to like get a fresh, songs.
Yes, and Thomas is a breath of fresh air. He really is.
Indeed.
And it's easy to listen to. It's relatable, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, we're going to listen to this stuff on the way out to dinner tonight after we're done, just because.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. And Tammy's just like, she can't wait for you to come to Knoxville. She says, I'm trying to get her to come to the CMA Fest to maybe sit in on some interviews. And the interviews are open to everybody. So if any of your fans want to come and just sit in on the interview, they can just sit up right there with us, up close and personal.
Are they asking questions?
She wants to know what's the date. I'll have to make reservations for hotels because Nashville's about 3 hours from here. But it's going to be June the 9th through the 12th, and I'm going to wait on Julie to make to arrange the time for the interview. But Julie said that we're going to try to give you guys 2 hours because I know there's 4 artists with Smoke Show. So I want to try to give you guys 2 hours. So Julie, if you want to pick out 2 hours, just get back with me. And we'll make that happen for sure. And then Tammy, just follow the event page on the Chris Talk Program or on the Facebook page, and you'll be able to see when that's coming up. But yeah, we welcome anybody to come in and sit on the interviews, and it's fun because it's kind of like a writer's round because we talk a little bit, you sing a little bit, and it just kind of goes back and forth, and just people sit around us, and it's just a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's exciting. And let's see. Now, Julie said something. She says, you've got one of the most loyal fan bases I've ever seen. Well-deserved. Loved him from the second I met him. A class act. Aww. How does that make you feel hearing stuff like that?
That makes me feel great. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, I mean, is it difficult sometimes to, like, keep your feet on the ground when you hear stuff like that? Because I bet you hear that stuff a lot.
Well, those kind of things are kind of judges of my character more than anything. So that makes me feel really good that you know that to be called a class act. You know, you hear stuff about your talent level and stuff like that, and you know that stuff's greatly appreciated. But when people say that about it and say how connected I am with my fans, and you know I take the time to talk with them after shows and all that's really what I feed off of, because it's all about the fans. So I try to make them feel as special as I possibly can at each show.
And I'll tell you this too. You know, we look for talented people to be on the show. If you were not a talented musician or singer, you wouldn't be here. But we look for that first, and then we just look for good people as well. And you meet all of our criteria 100%.
Awesome.
For sure.
Thank you.
I just knew you were a good guy. I just knew it. And if you came on here and you were a douchebag, I'd be like, well, show's over. We got to go to dinner.
No douchebag zone.
Now, Woman Like You is available on iTunes right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Just came out February 12th.
What about the other two, Float and Sometimes God Whispers has not been released yet?
Sometimes, that has not been released. Okay. We're going to release that on the EP, probably along with 4 other songs. Hopefully by the end of the spring, maybe the start of the summer.
Gotcha.
I hate to put a date on things. I've tried that before, and it never works out.
As long as you get it to me early, maybe before it comes out, just so I can feel special, that would be cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a little teaser, have you on again and do like a little teaser of some that haven't been released yet.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that.
Kind of fun, yeah. And I just feel important when people do stuff like that with me.
You got to feel cool.
Right. It helps. It helps. For sure. Now, go ahead.
Float was a song that was on my last EP, but it is still it's on iTunes as well.
Okay. Now, how important is it, Allie, that people go out and they buy his music? Because, I mean, I could easily just go online with my equipment and just steal it.
You really could, and that would be, so convenient for you.
Sure.
So that you could go and get another cup of Starbucks
it is free
coffee.
Music. I'm entitled to it, right?
No, actually you're not.
No, I'm not. Okay.
No, because you didn't make that music. You need to pay for that music.
Gotcha.
The artist works so hard to produce music, and it takes money to get in a studio, and it takes money to do this.
I didn't realize that. I just thought it was all free.
Yeah, and some people really don't. I mean, you act like that's sarcasm, but some people really don't, and they don't take in consideration that they want to make more music.
Sure.
So if you love that song so much that you want to listen to it,
and you love that artist and want to support them, okay,
then buy the music. It's like $1. So
that's right.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah, and people really don't realize that. I mean, as an indie artist, it's just like, everything's pretty much funded by us at this level.
Right.
Especially the way that the music game is today with all the digital downloads. 15 years ago, if you wanted to go buy one song, well, you had to buy a whole actual album at Walmart or somewhere, a CD. So you're paying essentially $12.99 for one song if that's the song you went to go get. And now you can just go pick individual songs and download them for 99 cents, and we'll probably get about 60 cents of that.
Exactly, and it's not bad. So go and buy the music, and if I catch you stealing the music, I will hunt you down.
Yeah, she was waiting to get that out. She was about to blow up. But that's right. Skip your Starbucks one day. Buy the whole EP because Thomas is definitely worth it. Coffee's gone in a few minutes, but you can have the EP forever.
As long as a lifetime.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we actually have hard copies of the EP too. We've almost sold out, which is awesome problem.
Oh, that's cool.
But
yeah,
we still have some. Yeah, they're available on my website. My first EP.
Ooh, we need to get an autographed EP from you when we meet you.
Oh, we'll do that.
Yeah, because I'd like to have it to put up in the studio for sure. And make sure you autograph it, personally, like to Chris. Don't give me one of those generic ones.
Oh,
let's make it personal.
Yeah, I'll even bring out the silver Sharpie for that one.
That's perfect. Now, if you could have any superhero power, Thomas, what would it be?
I think I'm going to go with being invisible.
Are you a pervert?
No, and I knew you
seems
were
a
going to
little
say something
sketchy.
like that.
Why would you want to be? Why would you want to have the power of invisibility?
Just because you could maybe sit in on some conversations, or maybe hear what people say about you when you're not around.
Mm-hmm.
See who your real friends are.
So would you think you'd rather? Would you rather be invisible, or would you rather read minds?
Probably invisible.
Mind thing is kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking he's saying invisible because every once in a while he could peek in the girls' locker room.
That's not right.
I know it's not right, but I'm just saying because then you could like know what people thought about you, and you could still like go to the women's locker room. I'm just saying it would be one of the perks.
Bruh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you're invisible, you can essentially be anywhere at any time and nobody knows.
Right. That's true, and that's dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
Okay, now if you had an opportunity to sit down with anybody, and this could be anybody living, dead, they could have been dead 1,000 years ago. It doesn't matter. For 5 minutes to have a cup of coffee, who would it be?
Are we talking like a musical influence, or just a personal person, or?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you think. I mean, it could be anybody.
Probably off the top of my head would be my great grandmother. She passed away probably about 10 years ago. 10, 12. She was a huge influence in my life growing up, and I don't know if I could just go back and talk to her again one more time. That'd be something really special.
Yeah, I could totally relate to that. My mom passed away. I guess it was in 2000, and there's several things I'd love to say to her. So I can totally relate to that. Was your grandmother? Was she a musical influence, or was she just a good granny?
She wasn't a musical influence at all. She was a very I don't want to say typical Southern woman, but I don't know if she ever even left the county that we grew up in. One of those. She could just do anything. Was a very good Christian Southern woman. Very grounded. She was just like a rock for our whole family. Kind of the glue that kept everybody together and kept them from going insane, I guess you could say. Just a very calm demeanor about her.
Yeah.
I mean, one of those that you just kind of learn from watching.
Right. So that's good. That's a good answer. Spend some time with Granny. Does she like coffee?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, but you could pick something else.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be coffee.
Yeah. She was big on baking apple pies. She made apple pies for everybody in the entire neighborhood.
I would love to have known her then. That would have been nice. Yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 layer apple pies, which I've never seen.
All right.
before.
Now I'm getting hungry again.
Kind of like a cake. You got like a layered cake or whatever. Yeah. Well, hers were layered apple pies.
Goodness, that sounds like heaven.
Yeah, and I think about that too, like with my mom, because it's like I will never ever have cooking like hers again. No matter who cooks for me or where I go to eat, it's never going to be the same.
Right.
Never going to be the same, and I hate that. So if I could have 5 minutes with my mom, I'd be like, "Hey, can you cook this real quick? just one more time.
Yeah.
Can you squeeze
She'll
it in?"
be like, 5 minutes ain't enough.
I don't know.
I need
Biscuits
all day.
from scratch. I don't know.
In 5 minutes, go.
What's your dream stage, Thomas? If you had an opportunity to play anywhere in the world, where would you pick?
I'd probably say the Opry. Just being the main focus of the Opry, not just being an act up there with how they do sometimes, go and sing 3 or 4 songs, but like to have my own show at the Opry, and people are buying Thomas Fountain tickets to come see him at the Opry. I mean, that I can't think of a show that I would rather play more than that in a venue more historic, than that, and one that means more to country music. I mean, it just doesn't exist. The Opry's the Opry, so.
Absolutely. It's almost like when you're in country music, you've played the Opry, then you've made it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Tammy is obviously a giant fan. So what I'm going to do when she comes to the CMA Fest and sits in on an interview, I'm going to give Tammy the microphone for a couple of minutes and just let her ask you any questions she wants.
That'd be fine, because if we're giving the microphone to some of my buddies in town that'll probably show up, that's not going to be a good idea.
We'll make sure Tammy gets it. It'll just give me a chance to go to the bathroom.
There you go.
I'd much rather Tammy get it.
Now, we're going to run out of time, so we've got 2 more songs to play, so we need to get those in for sure. But the next song we're going to play, it's called Float.
Mm-hmm.
It's about floating.
It's about where did this song come from?
This song came from it was a summertime song, and the idea came that someone had asked me if we could go out on a boat. Didn't have a boat, couldn't afford a boat, so I said we can float. I know the perfect spot. So we shot a music video for it on the river, floating down the river and everything. So that music video is on YouTube. Wrote this song. It came out pretty fast. It was a very fun song to write and play, and people still love it. So
this one's got an official video for it?
Yep, it has an official video.
I need to go look at that. I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
I totally missed that, so I need to go check that out. And it's on YouTube, and it's called Float. And if they just go to YouTube, and I guess if they search Thomas Fountain, they'll find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should pop right up. Yep.
Sweet. Where'd you shoot it at?
It shot it about 30 minutes from where I live on the Emaclola River.
Mm-hmm. Little
place they call Devil's Elbow.
Oh, it sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, so that's not the kind of place I hang out.
I would check it out.
I mean, it's got like big rope swings that go off the side of this cliff, and you can get up there and jump off. It's like a 30 or 40 foot jump.
So if a party of 10 goes to hang out at Devil's Elbow, only like 8 come back.
Uh-oh.
Probably. Actually, yes.
So, I'm not going there. I'll just watch the video.
Hey, I'll go there.
This is Float, Thomas Fountain on the Chris Top program.
Down, put your hand out the window and let's leave town. All you need with you is a cooler and a 2-piece. I got the tubes, yeah, it's backwoods, boys. We can't afford no more, so maybe we'll float. Just chillax, baby, there ain't no waves. Tie your cooler to the tube and grab your shades. Lay back and lazy doing country time. If you need a beer, baby, just pull on the line. Let the world just drift away and your cares go. And lay back and float. I'll float, float, float. Look at you digging me. We'll paddle on over, let's see where it leads. Let me catch this land. In the hot summer sun, we could take a swim out in these hills. Ain't nobody gonna know if we do more than float. Just chillax, baby, there ain't no waves. Tie your cooler to the tube and grab your shades. Lay back and lazy doing country time. If you need a beer, baby, just pull on the line. Let the world just drift away and your cares go. And lay back and float. Oh, baby, let's float. Oh, here we go. As the bearer, that 2-piece got me buzzed. I don't know, I don't care. Just you and me, baby, in the middle of nowhere. Out here in these hills, ain't nobody gonna know if we do just a little more than flow. Let's go.
Okay, that kind of makes me ready for summertime. Yeah. I'm just ready to go float. That's like my favorite thing to do in the pool. It's like, yeah, I went to the pool today. I didn't do laps. I just floated.
Floating is good. It's like, and you can look up at the beautiful sky. It's great.
I look like a seal in the water. I do, because I don't have a float. I just float, and the water goes in my ear, so I can't hear anything. I'm always so afraid I'm just going to fall asleep, and that's dangerous.
Yeah. I like it because it's like silent, and you can just look at the beauty around you.
Yeah, until you fall asleep, and then you're like drowning.
That's why you don't fall asleep.
It's so hard though, and it's so comfy. I'm like a seal. I'm just floating in the water. Little kids, they'll come and just sit on my stomach, and I don't even know. I'm just sleeping. But what a great song, and it's so relatable, man. You are so talented.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
It's just and I look up to guys like you because I can't write songs and do stuff like that. But it's just cool because you can. And how much therapy is that for you? You don't have to ever see a psychiatrist. You just write a song.
That is actually true. It seems like good or bad, especially bad.
Right.
If it's like if something bad is going on, you can write that down. It's almost like once it's on that paper, it's out of you. You can just move on after that. Wait for the next one, I guess. But it is a sort of therapy. It's it's something I can do by myself and think and get these thoughts out. Get it on paper, and then
give it to the world.
Give it to the world. Poof, be gone. Get out of here.
Julianne just called me a sea otter. I don't even know if that's what that's about.
You're a sea otter. I love it.
And Tammy says she's a flamingo. Now it's like, what would you be if you were an animal?
I think I would try to be a cat.
A cat? Yeah. I don't know. If you're kind of clumsy.
Boring.
You're kind of clumsy for a cat.
True, that's so true. What would I be?
You'd have to be something that was clumsy.
What's a clumsy animal?
I don't know. Not very graceful though.
Dogs. Dogs aren't very.
A clumsy dog.
A clumsy dog.
You could be a clumsy puppy.
Aw, yay! Puppies are always fun.
A rat?
No, I can't do rats right now. No, I saw this horror movie with rats, and I can't.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
I can't.
Okay, so there's all kinds of exciting things coming up. I mean, you're working on stuff. There's there's an EP coming out. And you're coming to CMA Fest. Can't wait to see you there. Just lots of things, and I want to see you live sometime too. So if you come to Nashville and I don't know about it, I'm going to be really upset, Thomas.
He'll be butthurt.
I will be butthurt.
I used to play up there. People think that these guys and girls play in Nashville all the time, and really you don't really hear of many people actually playing in town, It seems like everybody has to go off and do their own thing because there's so many people in Nashville. If I go up there or anybody and play, I'm going to be competing with about 15,000 other people just like me, So everybody seems like they kind of try to get out and do their own thing. But,
sure.
I used to go up there about a year or so ago, and I was playing about every other month up there. I would do some acoustic shows around town. That was fun. I do miss that. It's really laid back, and it's a chance for me to see all my buddies. So yeah, I need to.
I'll tell you, it'd be a hell of a show because there's a lot of talent in smoke shows. So you guys could come out and maybe talk to BB Kings. I mentioned this to Matt too. Maybe use the basement stage. Just rent the whole room out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Showcase down there.
I'd come spend the whole day.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Now we've got. If I want to stalk you online, so where can I find you?
He's a stalker.
I'm all over the place. I have my own website. That's thomasfountain.com. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Twitter and Instagram are T Fountain Music. And then my Facebook page is just Thomas Fountain Music, or just Thomas Fountain. I should pop up.
Now, if somebody wants to, really wants to communicate with you, which one is your favorite? Which one do you use the most?
Probably Facebook, actually.
Okay.
Seems like it's the easiest to actually talk to someone and share links and stuff.
Yeah, Twitter's so limited. I like Twitter, but it's just kind of limited.
It is kind of limited because
for now.
You can't type as much as you want to or kind of say everything in a post, especially if you're like sharing a picture or a link. I'm like, oh, God. It's negative 47 characters. I'm like, well, I didn't get everything out I wanted to.
Right.
So, yeah.
Struggle is real.
It is.
It is real. But I mean, there's pros and cons to it because you get on Facebook and then you read your timeline and like everybody knows everything about everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, or they're complaining about their life. You know,
I know.
This is true.
I try to keep my Facebook really positive.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I don't post on there, so I'm like, if I got anything bad to say, it's just it doesn't get posted on there.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun sometimes to go and look at the people that do hate their lives. It's kind of fun to look at.
That's funny,
right?
I sit there and I laugh. I'm like, I wonder what so and so has to say on Facebook today. I can just laugh at that.
We don't ever comment or anything on it. We just read it.
Yeah, it is funny. And everybody's so philosophical on there.
They really are. They really are. Yeah, and if you know them in real life, they're nothing like that.
Right.
Yeah. I see a lot of people talking about politics and just like all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It gets nuts. Okay, so now this last song, I want you to know we feel super special because we get to premiere this one. And I had no idea that it was an actual premiere, so I feel really good about it. This one's called Sometime God Whispers, and you said you couldn't really put a date on it, but what do you think-ish, like as far as when it's coming out?
I'm hoping the end of May.
Mm-hmm.
I like this song so much. If it wasn't on the EP, it would be my next single.
Okay, so more than likely it's going to be out before you see us at the fest.
Hopefully, yes.
Gotcha.
Hopefully. I would love to say 100%. Like I said, every time that I've ever put a timeline on something always comes up.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
And when it comes out, it'll be part of the EP, and will it also be available for a single?
We haven't decided that yet.
Gotcha.
I know it's going to be on the EP for sure. But it's one of those that it might not be for radio standard, time-wise. It's a little longer, but it's just such a great song. I'm like, no, we're going to cut this song. I love it,
Sure. Sometimes if it feels right, you just got to do it.
Yes, do it anyway.
Gotcha. And this is called Sometimes God Whispers. Thomas Fountain, you heard it here first on the Chris Top program.
Time I had a choice, I made the wrong one. Now I was looking for answers on my own. I had an angel on my shoulder, a devil in my ear, yelling, telling me where to go. I blindly followed. Sometimes it's like thunder. Sometimes he screams out your name, right there at the top of his lungs, but I don't hear a thing. Sometimes I need to get out of my own way and be quiet for once in my life. Just slow down and remember. Sometimes he whispers. Sometimes God whispers. Well, it's hard to hear a pin drop when the music's got the beat pumping so loud that you can't even point out the rhythm of your own heart. That's where it starts. Sometimes it's like thunder. Sometimes it screams out your name, right there at the top of his lungs, but I don't hear a thing. Sometimes I need to get out of my own way and be quiet for once in my life. Just slow down and remember that sometimes he whispers. Sometimes God whispers. Be still. Be still, be still, be still. Sometimes it's the smallest voice. Sometimes you swear he ain't even there. Just slow down and remember. Sometimes it's like thunder. Sometimes it screams out your name. Right there at the top of his lungs, but I don't hear a thing. Sometimes I need to get out of my own way and be quiet for once in my life. Just slow down and remember. I'll slow down and remember. Sometimes he whispers. Sometimes he whispers.
How can you hear that song for the first time and just not automatically love it?
Exactly.
It's just great. I mean, just the melody, Thomas's voice, the lyrics, everything. Everything is perfect. Mm-hmm. That song, it's a tragedy that it's not on the radio yet, but it hasn't been released yet either.
Yet.
Yes.
But it will be.
Yes. I would love to hear that. I mean, how cool would you feel? And I can't imagine how cool Thomas would feel, but if you were driving down the road and we were listening to one of our country stations and then this song came on.
I would kind of fangirl a little bit.
Yeah, and plus it would be kind of cool because, hey, we played it first.
Yeah.
On the show.
Be like, yeah, that was us.
Yeah, with Thomas. So, okay, is your girlfriend in the room with you right now?
She is.
Okay, tell her to please understand this question, okay? Tell her to, she's got to understand that this kind of stuff happens. But, I mean, are girls in the audience sometimes, do they, like, throw, like, clothing paraphernalia at you?
We've never had that. Yeah. I don't think, well, I take that back.
Uh-oh.
I take that back.
Okay.
It's been years ago, but we have had that.
Yeah.
Articles of clothing up on the stage for sure.
Yeah, are you saying years ago because she's there, or did this happen like last week?
This is before her, so I feel comfortable saying
it. Okay, gotcha.
Didn't even know the girls, which made it hilarious. It was like a Coyote Ugly on top of the bar. It was one of those, and then next thing I know, there's art. I mean, it was a good 20 to 30 feet to the bar, and I don't even know how they got the clothes that far.
Good arms.
Maybe
it was like the waistband. They used it to like sling it.
I have no idea, but it was one of the funniest nights. I think it was hilarious.
Yeah, I'll bring some extra boxers or something and throw them at you.
Bruh.
What? I'm just saying.
Bruh.
We don't have that. Nobody ever throws clothes at us when we're doing our radio interviews.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
It'd be kind of cool just once.
No.
Just a couple times. Yeah. Hey, what was your girlfriend's name again?
Holly.
Holly. Can you put Holly on the air for a second?
Yeah, Holly, come here.
I love this. This is fun.
It's always good to put people
on the spot. Them on the spot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to give her one of my headphones here.
Okay.
Hey,
Holly. How are you?
Holly.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing good. You sound like a sweetheart.
Oh, thanks.
Now, is he easy to deal with?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay. So do you get to go to his shows and stuff, or do you stay home?
Yeah, I try to go to all that I can. I like to be there to watch and support.
Now, is that how you met him at a show? Were you fangirling one night and you're like, "Oh, Thomas, I love you"? Is that how that came?
Oh yeah, exactly. No, we just had some mutual friends.
Yeah. So was it like a blind date? Did somebody set you up, or did you just run into each other?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I was actually in one of his music videos.
Oh, cool.
So that's how we met.
Which one are you in? I want to look for it.
Who I Am.
Who I Am. So what, do you have like a big part in it, or are you like just kind of there?
I'm just kind of there. I had to talk in the beginning, which I hated because I don't like hearing myself. But yeah, so that was fun.
I'm going to look that up after we're done then, so I can see you. So he's easy to get along with. You totally support him 100% in what he does.
Absolutely.
Well, that is wonderful. He needs to hang on to you then, for sure. For sure.
Thanks.
Now, do you sit in the back when he's performing, or are you like, that's my boyfriend up there?
No, I actually sit out front. I try to take pictures for him. I like to do that. So.
Do you give all the girls the evil eye when you're sitting up front?
No, I'll take pictures.
Are you going to come to the CMA Fest too?
I don't know. I actually don't even know the dates for it.
Well, you're invited.
Well, thanks.
Well, just come on. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hang out with us when Thomas is doing his thing.
Okay, sounds good.
We can chill.
Good deal.
Oh, well, Holly, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you guys.
All right, thank you. So, Thomas, we had to put you on the spot just a little bit.
Oh, that's fine. I'm over here cracking up.
Oh, well, Thomas, that was fun, buddy. And it was a pleasure to meet you. You're a great guy, very, very talented. And I think you fit in the Nashville scene perfectly, for sure. So I'm excited to hear more and see more and meet you and everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for having me. I've had a blast.
Well, good. We're glad you had a good time. You got anything else, Sally, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Are you hungry now, or kind of?
I am, actually.
Are you? Okay, well, good.
Because he started talking about the apple pie.
Yeah, it's Thomas's fault. It's Thomas's fault. So, do you want to take us out, or you want me to do it?
Heck yeah.
All right, go for it.
Thank you for listening to the Chris Top program. And until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2